What is up, guys? It is Ween360 with me, and welcome to, I guess just a recap of E3 2014. If you don't know what E3 is, I don't know why I'm even on this channel, but what it is this gaming convention where a bunch of the big companies like Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, Ubisoft, and EA, they come and have a big press conferences for each one of them. And they just unveil some new games you never even heard of until they announce it, obviously. So we're gonna cover everyone. Unlike I know people that try to do separate videos, but I would just put in one. So yeah, all right. I'll put in the links. I'll put the like in the description below. I'll have places where I'll just put like the time, and you could go through there if you only want to see Microsoft or if you only want to see Sony, on and on. So we're gonna start with Microsoft today. Well, not today. Obviously, we're gonna do everyone. In the background, I'm playing some Mario Kart 8. It's amazing. But all right. So for Microsoft, they showed Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare doesn't even look like Call of Duty to me, and I think they should just make it a new IP. Just call it Advanced Warfare. That's it. That could be their new IP. They can make about 72 of those in 1 year. But it looks not bad. It doesn't look bad, but that's like the same for every single Call of Duty when they show it. So I would like to actually play it and feel it for myself. Evolve. Evolve is another game where it's 1 versus 4. It's 1 monster versus 4 people. You could be the monster or the people. And it looks okay. I mean, I don't think it's going to be worth $60. It's going to be like another Titanfall. And I just hope that they add a bunch of game modes. And if they don't, well, you suck. Okay. Assassin's Creed Unity. Yeah, I don't know why they show this when it's Ubisoft. That sort of lessens the time for Ubisoft, but whatever. Basically, Assassin's Creed Unity is obviously another Assassin's Creed because they're making it every year now. And I've never been too into this Assassin's Creed, but this one still looks the same to me. And I mean, visually, it's stunning. It's amazing. It's insane how graphics are going right now. But of course, what's before the graphics is the gameplay, and it still looks the same to me. But I guess we'll see later. Sunset Overdrive looks like a pretty fun game. I really like the art style of it. It's very cartoony. It's like a cartoony take on zombie survival sort of thing. Well, just monster survival because it's a bunch of weird looking things. Sort of like looks like The Last of Us clickers sort of things. So I just hit my notebook because I have to take notes of this stuff. I'm not gonna remember everything off the top of my head, but looks like a very cool game. Sort of. I mean, I think it might get repetitive. It sort of looks like Dead Rising, and yeah. So I don't know. It looks like a cartoon version of Dead Rising, but it's pretty cool because on the Xbox, if you normally see, it's a lot of very serious stuff, and at least this one takes some humor into the game, which I always love when there's humor stuff. That's why I love Infamous Second Son. But Project Spark, I've played some Project Spark. I played the beta. They actually have an open beta. I think maybe closed now already again, but I played the closed beta and the open beta, and the only reason why I wanted to talk about this was because they showed Conker. Freaking Conker, if you don't know who that is this squirrel from like the N64 days that they won't make a new game even though Microsoft owns Rare. You have Rare. Come on, Microsoft, make a new freaking Conker. Anyway, yeah, Conker is gonna be in Project Spark, and he said himself, I haven't been in a game in like 10 years. Ah, man, I guess we gotta make our own. It's like, God, come on. Make a freaking game for Conker. Make Conker Bad Fur Day 2. But I don't know. Either way. Halo the Master Chief Collection. This is, I feel a little iffy on. I mean, it's cool that they're bringing all of them to the, Xbox One. But at the same time, I mean, I can't really complain. It's $60. Pretty cool, I guess. I mean, yeah. Pretty cool. It's basically, it's so you can wait for the new Halo 5. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'll probably get it just for the Halo 5 beta because that's what it includes. And into the next thing is the Halo 5 beta. They showed a tiny trailer with no gameplay, just CGI, which I hate when they show CGI. It's so stupid. But either way, that is we're gonna have a Halo 5 beta in December, I believe. So that'd be pretty cool. I'll be playing that totally. Inside is another game that looks very interesting. Inside is the creators of Inside is developed from the creators of Limbo. If you haven't played Limbo, Limbo is this like super. It has no color except for like black and like white sort of stuff, you know. And you're in like the shadows a lot of time, and it was I never got to play the game, but Inside looks very interesting. It looks sort of creepy too, but it looks like a weird sort of thing, but it adds variety to the Xbox platform, which is always good. ID at Xbox, which is of course indie games, and I love indie games, especially when it comes to Xbox platforms, specifically Xbox 360, because when the Xbox 360, you had like every single indie game, and when I mean every single indie game, like you were able to self-publish. Like I was able to make some stupid $1 game and make $1 billion. A billion people bought it, obviously. But that was also pretty cool. But that's not the indie games I'm looking for. This ID at Xbox is just like sort of bigger indie games. I want to see those Xbox 360 indie titles. I know a lot of them were just trash, but they were so fun to just try out. You know, it was really cool, especially when they were only $1 each. Rise of the Tomb Raider. This, I've never played the Tomb Raider game on the 360 that came out last year with PS3 and the PC. But yeah, they had the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Didn't play that either. But Rise of the Tomb Raider, if that's how it's gonna look, it's gonna look crazy visually. I didn't even know it was a Tomb Raider game until she took off the hoodie and it showed Tomb Raider. I was like, oh my god, that's Tomb Raider. That's Lara Croft. Lara Croft, how are you doing? And then that was racist. But The Division was one of my most anticipated games of 2014 until it got delayed to 2015. And now it's like, well, okay, I guess it's my top 5 of 2015. Honestly, I don't know. We're still in June, so never know. We still got other games to announce. But yeah. What happened in Division, they showed more gameplay. They showed like them interacting with each other. Like they were able to talk with each other, and it was very cool how you got to interact. Like literally, you shot someone and they had this full dialogue. You're like, oh, very good. You're very good at this or whatever. They're like bowing down to you. But pretty cool. Really liked it. I'm excited for that game. Can't wait. Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 is sequel to Crackdown 2, obviously, but I played a little bit of Crackdown 1, and I believe I don't know if I played Crackdown 2. I know I played a little Crackdown, and it was actually pretty fun. I like this, so I'm pretty interested in Crackdown 3 to see how it plays out. And obviously, this is all the stuff that I myself are enjoying, not what, you know, everything that was press conference, because they also show like Forza and stuff. I'm not too interested in Forza. I'm a Mario Kart guy, as you can see. So now let's move on to EA. Oh, well, let's see. Microsoft was a pretty good conference. I would say it's actually one of the best, but I'll get to that after everyone else. EA, so they teased Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront is a Star Wars game that obviously it's going to be probably pretty cool. I mean, I know they're picking it up because I know, I believe it's LucasArts that closed down. So they're picking up all the Halo games, EA, and that's going to be cool. I'll definitely play it. Mass Effect 4, you know, they didn't show anything. That's the one problem about EA's conference. There shouldn't even be a conference for EA. They should have just, like, I don't know, waited till they're actually in development. Because some of these games, their character models weren't even finished. Their character models were blue. All blue. I was like, really? I mean, why even bother showing this then? But either way, Mass Effect 4, never played the other 3. But I bet you was probably pretty good. I don't know. I know you got a lot of the romantic stuff, and you got not really romantic, but you could do space alien people. So yeah, pretty cool. The Sims 4. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's how stupid Sims is. I never really was a fan of Sims, of how broken it was in my opinion. But it's always good to see a Sims 4, because that means more of the Tunt life from Inside Gaming. If you guys watch those guys, look them up. They're pretty funny. I like them a lot. Yeah, that's what it is. Criteron Games. I don't know how say the company name, but it's like Criteron. Yeah, just before my thing almost crashed. But anyway, we go on. So it was called Criterions Games. It didn't even have a title. It was literally so early in development that, like I said, the character models were all blue. It was really weird, and I don't know why they even bothered showing it until next year when it's actually sort of ready. I mean, it's probably not going to come out to 2016, 2017 even. Now this is a game that I really don't care about, but what I thought one detail was actually pretty cool. It was the PGA Tour, which is a golfing game, obviously. And the only reason why I thought it was cool was because it had like EA themed games. Like it had Battlefield, right? And you would shoot the, you would hit the, I don't even know, the golf ball, I don't even know what it's called. The golf ball, like, over the battleship, and it was, it was insane. You gotta watch it, actually. It was pretty cool. Actually, I was gonna, just to bring it up since I was talking about it, you gotta see it. I was gonna put gameplay of each thing I talk about, but there's a lot of copyright strikes going around just for putting it up. So I'm not gonna, risk my account. So, yeah. That was pretty cool. Mirror's Edge 2, looks pretty cool, actually. I never really got into the first one because I never played it. I played the demo, which was actually pretty fun. And it looked like it could be really cool since I really like those, parkour stuff. Since I remember in Minecraft, I used to do the parkour stuff. It was really cool. Really, really cool. Then Battlefield Hardline, which is actually, I actually have Battlefield Hardline. Not obviously comes out in October, but I have the beta. They announced the beta. They said, you can have the beta. Well, he wasn't Japanese or Chinese. I don't even know how he said that accent. He said, you can have the beta now. I mean, I still don't think that was the right accent. But either way, you can get the beta now if you want to get it. It's, I guess, www.battlefieldhardline.com or whatever. It might actually be closed already, but I don't know. I didn't even get to play it. I downloaded it on my PS4, so I'll play it, maybe record it if I have time, since I have finals. That's why I barely make videos. Don't worry, guys. During the summer, it's going to be video like 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks a video. No, probably 2 videos a week, or maybe even 3. That'd be nice. I like to do videos. Videos are fun. But alright, and that was EA's, and now let's move on to Ubisoft's. Ubisoft's was pretty cool. Their conference, I actually think it was really good. You had Far Cry 4. So Far Cry 4 is obviously a sequel to Far Cry 3, but Far Cry 4 looks pretty interesting. And the best thing about Far Cry 4 was the elephants. There was elephants, and they destroyed people. Like there were elephants that are killers, killing elephants, not like killing elephants, like killer elephants. It was insane. But for real, the elephant ran into like the car, blew up, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" But the opening thing, when I saw the opening thing, I'm like, this is Far Cry, because they did the insanity sort of thing. They didn't say insanity, but you felt the insanity vibe, which seems like a big staple in the Far Cry series. But it looks pretty cool, looks pretty promising. It's very open world, obviously, like the other ones, but this one looks a lot better, in my opinion, than Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 was actually not bad. I didn't play a whole lot of it. I had it, did not play a whole lot of it though. The Division, obviously, I already told you. It's just I rewrote it because it was in the press conference. This is what I mean. Like, why would you do that, Ubisoft? You could have had even more stuff in your press conference, but whatever. The Crew looks interesting. What's really cool about it is how open world it is. It's a car driving game that it's open world, and you're gonna be able to go like Los Angeles to New York, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to go to New York. No offense, New Yorkers, but yeah, and in The Crew, which I'm probably not gonna get, to tell you the truth, just because if it's just cars driving. It's cool, the open world aspect, but I'd rather have a human or something else. I'd rather have 2 legs walking on it. Even 4 would be nice, not 4 wheels walking around. But whatever. I mean, it looks like it could be a fun game for a while, but that's really it. They showed Assassin's Creed Unity, and they just showed the guy, he killed people. Like, oh, I didn't even talk about the most important thing, I guess. You can now team up with like I guess it's 3 other players. I don't remember. I think it's like a 4 team, and you could play the campaign like online, which you couldn't do before in an Assassin's Creed game. Shape Up, which a lot of people didn't really talk about this, but I think it was actually pretty interesting. It looked pretty fun actually. It was a Kinect game that is gonna get abandoned already, but they showed a demonstration of them doing push-ups, and then on the top had like these things that looked like it got heavier and heavier, and it just had a lot of depth to the game, unlike other fitness stuff that it's just not as cool as Shape Up. Shape Up is the game of the generation. No. Either way, then they showed this game, which was actually really interesting. Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is a new Rainbow Six game, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty promising. But the only thing it's not gonna have is that teamwork that they're showing. Those were supposed to be like real life people. It's like, I guess it's like you had, like in the demonstration, you had to get a hostage, and you have to take the hostage back, because obviously you're rescuing rescuing. I can't even say that word. Either way, you're saving the hostage, and yeah, looks pretty cool. Look it up if you haven't seen it. Pretty hard to describe it, but still looks pretty promising. Now let's move on to Sony. Sony had a lot of stuff that they showed. Sony and Nintendo are the biggest things that I have on my list. So Sony showed Destiny. Destiny looks extremely well. Looks like it will be really cool and really fun. Hopefully it's a lot of replay value, because I'm telling you, if they think it's gonna sell like 15 million, and it ain't gonna sell no 15 million, because this is actually the most expensive game ever created. It's been like, okay, anyway, another interruption, but that's fine. Yeah, it's the most expensive game ever created, like 500 something million, more than Grand Theft Auto 5. But anyway, it looks like it will pay off, but it's not gonna be 15 million payoff, like I said. But it looks really cool, and it looks some cool stuff. Got some exclusive content on PlayStation. So yeah, The Order 1886 looks not so great in my opinion. I mean, I know people really think it's gonna be all cool, but I think it's just gonna be another third-person shooter. Yeah, it's the truth. I think that's what it's gonna be, and I think it doesn't look that exciting. It just doesn't. It's so dark and stuff. Like, obviously visually it looks amazing, but gameplay-wise, it just doesn't look appealing. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be just another third-person shooter on the market, and it's gonna be like, oh, okay. Nothing really creative. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but whatever. Anyway, Infamous Second Son DLC, First Light, I believe it's called. The only thing I'm disappointed is you're not playing as Delson Rowe, and I love that character. It's awesome. He's hilarious, and that was one of the best parts about Infamous, is his humor. His humor was amazing, and it really fit him. So I hope this one's gonna be good. You play as the girl. I forget what the freaking girl. Fetch. That's what her name is. Fetch. Yeah, that's her name. But either way, I think it'll still be cool. I hope she has some humor in her, because she did sort of in the game. Not as much as Delson. Delson was a big clown, but that's what was great about him. Little Big Planet 3. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Little Big Planet 3 was announced for the PlayStation 4, and I'm so hyped for that. November 2014, they had a whole bunch of stuff. That is the #1 PlayStation game this year. Well, Infamous is better, but either way, it's one of probably the only game I'll get on PlayStation this year. Yeah, can't wait. Looks amazing. Platforming, excitingness. I don't even know how to say it. Looks really cool. I'm excited. Bloodborne looks, I don't know, it could be good. I mean, maybe it's good. I don't know. It's I believe it's a new IP. No, I think it's like a spiritual successor, prequel to some other game. I forget. It could be good. It could be bad. I don't know. It could go either way. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably try it out on GameFly or something. So yeah, Bloodborne, pretty cool. Dead Island 2. I don't even know why they're freaking making this. I don't see a point of that. And I thought it would be Dead Island 3, since Dead Island Riptide came out already. But whatever. I guess they don't want to actually have a right number. They want to say Dead Dead Island 2. Whatever. That's fine. It looks CGI because it is CGI. And they don't want to show gameplay because they know it's going to suck. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky looks like a really cool game, actually. It sort of, I mean, probably not supposed to, but it sort of reminds me of Star Fox for like PlayStation and stuff. I don't know if it's coming out on the 360 or Xbox One or whatever. Either way, it looks like a PlayStation 4 game. Probably will stick a PlayStation 4 game to me. No Man's Sky looks awesome. Definitely a purchase for me. You're going to be able to explore like a whole bunch of different planets. You're going to be in the sky. It looks really, really cool. Project Morpheus, they talked about a tiny bit. They just said that they're going to be developing games already for it. They're already developing games for it. And there's a dinosaur game. How cool is that? I'm ready to be a T-Rex. Mortal Kombat X looks cool. Mortal Kombat X, I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. You know the gist of it. You already know what Mortal Kombat is. So, yeah. I mean, it looked like the trailer, too, which was pretty cool. But I still prefer Mortal Kombat Trilogy, either way. The Ratchet and Clank, apparently they're making the movie, but it'll be a cool movie, I guess. But I heard they're gonna make a game. I'll totally buy a Ratchet and Clank game. They haven't made that in a while, I don't know. The Last of Us Remastered, totally gonna get that game. You already know what The Last of Us is, but it looks sort of exactly like PS3 to me. Like, maybe it's just me. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. That looks like it could be a cool game, actually. I know they're definitely making a lot of drama in it, which is fine. I don't really mind it. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'm trying to rush in because the gameplay is going to end pretty soon. Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to next gen, obviously, except for the Wii U. It's a shame, Nintendo. You're supposed to try to get third party. But either way, it's on the PS4, PC, and Xbox One, which, I mean, I think everyone knew was going to come there sooner or later. I personally think they should have waited and just released it on there only, but, you know, obviously they want to make more money. It's made $1 billion in 2 days. Batman Arkham Knight, that looks like it could be a really cool game, how you're going around in the Batmobile, you're like, and you're shooting everything in the Batmobile. It's funny, Batman's supposed to be a superhero, but he's shooting the city. Alright. But either way, looks cool. Looks like it'll be a really fun game. Uncharted 4 they showed, and that was the finale for the Sony press conference, and it looked awesome. If that's in-game engine and stuff, it's so close to being photorealistic. It really is, and I cannot wait to see gameplay next year at E3 2015, because of course that's when they're gonna show it. But either way, they gave a, it was just a little tease. He woke up with a fly on his head. He was like, "Oh my god, whoa!" And he talked to this guy in his head. I think he turned crazy. I don't know. I didn't play the other 3. Maybe I should catch up. Maybe they should make a thing just like Halo. Have Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation 4. That'd be cool, because a lot of people went from 360 to PS4 like me. That'd be nice. Okay, I just hit the Wii U feedback. Alright, and now let's go to Nintendo, which I thought was an awesome little thing that they did. People said they have no press conference. Not my problem, which was exactly what they did. Their conference thing was really cool. It was called a digital event, but it was really entertaining, actually. And I wish other developers could actually look at this. Like, I wish Sony, Microsoft, they could look at it and try to get their things actually a little bit more exciting, instead of, we have 550 million shares on the PlayStation. It's like, come on, man. Stop being so professional. Just lighten up a bit and just make it funny, will you? I mean, because they had Reggie Fils-Aimé and Iwata fighting, and it was pretty cool. So they showed Super Smash Bros. 4. Obviously, I'm so hyped for the game. They unveiled Pac-Man. They showed Pac-Man. I mean, it's Pac-Man. I'm really hyped. Now you're gonna have Mega Man, Sonic, Mario, and who's the other guy? I don't even remember Sonic. That's who it is. I'm just so hyped for the game. That's my #1 anticipated game of this year. So let's hope they do good. I know it will be. It's Nintendo. They always perfect their games. They showed this amiibo thing where you're going to be able to do like sort of Disney Infinity sort of stuff. You'll be able to use it in different games. So I guess we'll see about that. More of it. Yoshi's Woolly World. I thought it was Wally World, but it's Woolly World. This actually looks really cool. We heard about it like a year and a half ago, and it never was spoken about it ever again. But obviously it came back now and it looks pretty cool, and they changed up a lot of stuff, and it's sort of like a spiritual successor. Not spiritual successor, I don't know what I'm talking. Spiritual sequel to Kirby's Epic Yarn, sort of. Not really, but sort of. Either way, it looks really nice with obviously the HD hardware from the Wii U. Since, I mean, listen, Nintendo, they know what they're doing. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker looks really fun. It used to be like this sort of side missions from Super Mario 3D World, and now they're making a full-fledged game, which is insane, and it looks really fun, and it comes out this year, which is awesome. That's going to be one of the games I'm totally going to buy, because it looks really fun. They added bosses and everything. And the big one, The Legend of Zelda, they showed it, and oh my god, an open world Legend of Zelda. Like, it was massive when you saw it. Like, it was like Skyrim massive, in my opinion. I mean, it looked humongous, and the art style was really good. I know people wanted the tech demo sort of looking like, but that was Twilight Princess, and they always try to change it up a bit all the time, every time they unveil a new Zelda. And all I know is really cool. I'm so excited for that. Of course, it's 2015. It's like 2015 is the year of games, not 2014. They lied to me. But either way, I'm so hyped for that. You see, like, the giant monsters and everything. It's insane. Really excited. Now, I'm not interested for this title too much, but I know that what's cool about it is that they're adding the first game to it, which is Bayonetta 2. And what they're doing is they're adding Bayonetta 1 and having it just $60, and you're gonna be able to have 2 games in one, which is really cool. And Nintendo is doing that quite often now with like Mario Kart 8 and stuff, which is really cool. I think everyone should do it. You got Microsoft doing the Halo. Let's get Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. Come on, Sony, get onto it. Hyrule Warriors looks pretty fun, actually. I actually am excited for that. That comes out in September. Totally gonna buy that. I think it looks pretty entertaining. You know, Hyrule Warriors and it's Dynasty Wars meets Zelda, but really cool actually. They got a lot of playable characters. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse looks fun. I think it's a sequel to one of the DS games, I believe, and it looks really nice. Like, it looks like claymation. I'm really excited for that. Mario Maker is like one of the best titles that I've actually seen at E3, because you're gonna be able to create your own new Super Mario Brothers levels. So you're gonna be able to create a new game, share with people online, all that stuff, and it's gonna be spectacular and amazing. Splatoon is this new IP from Nintendo. It's like a cartoony third-person shooter where you're gonna be able to turn into a squid and sort of like teleport places. It's pretty insane. There's gonna be a lot of strategy in that game. If I know people are looking at it like, it's too colorful and stuff, but man, those guys don't know what they're missing. Because I'm telling you, that's going to have a lot of strategy. It reminds me of like Team Fortress 2 and stuff. So that kind of game. Mario Party 10 was announced. I always really like the Mario Party games. There's something to just play on the side while you're, waiting for the bigger titles. But still looks like a cool game. Going to be good use with the gamepad, which Nintendo hasn't really shown, which is now they are trying to show. Star Fox. Yes! A new Star Fox for Wii U. A Star Fox game, a brand new one, hasn't even come out since the GameCube. It's been more than 10 years. I mean, finally we're getting a new Star Fox. It's gonna be amazing. There's this other game that was exclusive to Wii U. It's called Devil's Third. And the only reason I'm interested is because it has some sort of level design, which would be really cool. Mario vs. Donkey Kong U, obviously you place the things, you have to create your own levels. That's why I want to get it, because you can create your own levels. And you'll be able, and Sonic Boom, another Sonic game, looks cool. Something like less than, it's not really Sonic Lost World, but looks cool. I'm pretty excited for that. So overall, what I think of everybody, I'm trying to go fast now because it's about to end. I think Nintendo did the best. I thought they brought it. I mean, right now they're still announcing new games. They have an 11-hour live stream all the time on Twitch and on YouTube, showing a whole bunch of games from the conferences, which I think Sony and Microsoft step up to the plate and maybe do that too. I want to see some games that they showed. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think they did the best. But that'll be it for today, guys. We're gonna leave like rated. Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, So yeah, I felt like it was pretty dumb to just leave it off like that with a cliffhanger sort of thing. I want to go a little bit more in depth. I don't even think I said that right. Either way, Sonic Boom. It's an adventure game. It's nothing like Sonic Lost World, and it looks awesome, in my opinion. Hopefully, it is awesome. But yeah, now that'll be great if you could leave a like rating, comment on what you thought, subscribe for more, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Both the links will be in the description below. Share this video with your friends. It helps me out a lot. And that'll be it for today, guys. See you later. Oh, and I'll say who won second place. Second place, my opinion, was Sony. Third place was Microsoft. Then Ubisoft. Then EA. So yeah, that's it, guys. See ya.